Hey guys, just a real quick market update for you guys. You know that I've been quite vocal on this channel about believing the bottom is in ever since talking about it on my Bitcoin cheat sheet here. But right now, I'm just kind of thinking that, I've been really hammering home that there's been so many bullish divergences showing up on these charts. This is with the MDX Algo 3. We're seeing crazy amounts of divergences. Oscillator 5 indicator, we got more bullish divergences there. Another one here. At the start of this support box, we were seeing bullish divergences. The RSI just has a massive bullish divergence that's actually curling to the upside right now. In my opinion, I just think we're still at a very strong level of support. And I know a lot of people are getting very bearish just because we're hanging out at support so long. And I will give it this, that, generally speaking, the more you tap away at support, the weaker it gets. But just the fact that we have all these bullish divergences showing up in the charts, and this is a daily chart, guys, all right? So this is some very serious structure, in my opinion. So to see these coming up at such an important level of support, not only that, but you guys already know my opinion about this whole, where we are finding this double bottom territory. That's right at this old market cycle all-time high where we had consolidation back here. Just a very nice resistance to support flip type of area on a macro scale like that. So the fact that we're seeing these crazy bullish divergences on all sorts of different indicators, I think is quite a good sign. That being said, something that we do see quite often on shorter time frames like the hourly chart, even up to the 4-hourly chart, quite often, even with these bullish divergences, you'll see one last fake out wick, but then ends up actually closing back in kind of into that support zone. And that's something that we have to watch out for because, as I mentioned, this is a daily chart, so these patterns can take a long time to play out. But as it stands right now, guys, I'm still leaning bullish. I have to stick to my guns here. Just everything's playing out in the chart how I was kind of hoping so far. So I think things look pretty good. And once again, I know I've said it in the past, if we start getting candle body closes below this green box, everything changes. I think at that point, the structure of the market is absolutely could take a little turn for the worse for a little bit. And we might see much lower prices like 14, 12, all the way down to 10K. But as it stands, support is support until it's broken. So I just see no reason to flip too bearish right now. The markets love to drag on as long as they can before everybody kind of gives up before a big move happens. And I know I've outlined in my Bitcoin cheat sheet video so many reasons why I think that things are about to get a little more bullish for Bitcoin. If you haven't watched this video, there's a link in my description down below. Some very good points as far as a macro analysis kind of video goes, in my opinion. This is another interesting chart. I just noticed something new with this. This is a logarithmic chart, so I can fit everything on it here. We just got an interesting little signal there on the weekly chart here. I mean, this is like 10 years of data here, you guys. And the last time we saw this signal flash, Bitcoin was around 200 US dollars. So this is not something to take lightly. Yes, we could absolutely go a little bit lower, just like what happened back here. But in my opinion, it's happening kind of the exact same here. The Algo 3 bottom indications here matched up with the Oscillator 5 down here. And we're kind of seeing the same thing now. We're seeing the Algo 3 just stating that nice divergence there, as well as on the Oscillator 5. Things are looking quite nicely there as well. This blue dot is a bullish divergence on the Algo 3. So we just, again, guys, we have so many bullish divergences happening all over the place. I mean, this was an absolutely massive move to the upside last time this signal happened. And yes, once again, this is a weekly chart. It'll take a long time to play out, and it's going to be choppy as hell on the way. But just a few more things that popped up in the chart that I really wanted to bring to your guys' attention. Just zooming right into a 15-minute chart, we're holding above my green box. That would be my daily support box. And we're kind of looking like we might be forming a little bit of a micro bull flag. So we're going to have to see if the price is able to gain some momentum there. Something else I really wanted to point out to you guys. Sammy Loyal had actually pointed out in his video today that the US dollar here, the DXY, is absolutely parabolic. I mean, it has been the talk of the crypto world for quite some time now. Obviously, when the DXY is going parabolic, it's generally bad for crypto. But something that's interesting is, I mean, look how straight up this chart is going. And when you compare it to Bitcoin, I mean, it's actually holding up pretty good. We're just trading sideways rather than absolutely dumping off a cliff like kind of what was happening early in the year. We were seeing a lot of pullbacks while the DXY was climbing, and right now the DXY is still climbing and Bitcoin's just kind of holding strong and showing all these bullish divergences. In my opinion, I'm just kind of taking that as almost a bit of a hidden bullish divergence, just since it is supposed to be such an opposite correlated asset that I just think the fact that it's not doing that right now is a bit of a good sign. I mean, compared to the Great British Pound and stuff like that, obviously Bitcoin's holding up quite well. So those are just a few extra things that I wanted to point out to you guys real quick here today. If you do appreciate this analysis, please make sure you smash that thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. With that, I'm out. Stay safe, my friends. Peace.